Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Down on the block, it's Grant and Nurkic. Scoot Henderson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Thibault in at the 3. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. And last season, the Warriors' so-called two-timeline approach seemed to fall flat, didn't you think, G.A.?
And whether it was chemistry or younger players still growing into their roles, the Warriors are now clear. There's only one timeline, and that's Steph Curry.
And here are the Warriors now. The Blazers getting the bucket, and the basket by MP.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Henderson kicks to Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 9.
And the defense knew they messed up there. Can't allow Dave to get his feet set.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, GA, you look at the Blazers with this young talent and still with Damian Lillard on board. 2 very different timelines.
They feel like Lillard brings more value than what they could get in trade, but you could argue they could have gotten more if they acted a few seasons earlier.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. They get a hand on it. Henderson against Hardaway. Count that one. MP's got 45 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Lillard misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Scoot Henderson has prepared himself for the pressures of the NBA. He meditates, he reads books on self-improvement, and he said, I'm pretty sure you can lose yourself making a lot of money. You've got to be mentally sound. There's going to be downsides of being this young and successful. But I don't like failure, so I just try to minimize that. Kevin?
Wise words, David. Wise words. Thank you. Now a timeout called by Portland. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Kuminga. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Greg, you look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just...
He got it again! Sensational!
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
3 on the clock. Nurkic the pass to Thibault. Will it go? Warriors with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's good, 2 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Wiggins is checked in. A drive by Henderson. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. And yes, records are made to be broken. But RJ made 3-point shots. My goodness, Curry is so far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, to me, it comes down to longevity. LeBron passed Kareem on all-time scoring lists, so anything is possible. But it's hard to pass Steph because he's just going to keep going.
Thybulle on the wing from past the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Thybulle's got 8.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Thybulle with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And as we approach the new season, some new talent making the most of their opportunity in the league. Let's check out the race for Rookie of the Year. Some great young players. And you look at Hardaway. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, nobody has made a bigger splash than he has in this early part of the season. He's already living up to his potential.
Grant the pass to Brown. For the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Johnson against MP. Out to the wing. To the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Inside, MP does a good job of just asserting himself, doing what needs to be done to get that finish.
Now, here's Grant. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books.
41.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Wiggins, Paul out there with MP. Then there's Payton. And it's Saric in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Wiggins sets a screen for MP. No good on the 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow. Open looks for Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Brown. Outside for Murray. And it's off from 3-point range. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Hardaway. Little with the rebound. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Over to the wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Brown with the screen on Paul. Lillard from outside. And the 3-ball is good.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And they double up MP. Here's Saric. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Inside. Here's Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that, or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
MP, good.
Fantastic read in that pick and roll. MP is so dependable at executing in these sets.
Lillard with it. Now defended by MP. Henderson kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Henderson. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Driving the lane, and he gets the bucket.
Folks, this takes skill and timing. MP finds the opening and just takes it.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Lillard dishes to Grant. The Warriors pull it in.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
MP from deep, and another one falls.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Out to Henderson to stop the run. Saric grabs the board.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything.
And got it! Another basket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be.
And again.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving him clearly into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So we see the